Hey everyone, I wanted to show you my first batch of lychees. They're not quite ready yet. They're going to be probably at their biggest in about another month or so, but they're good enough for now to pick and eat a couple. They're at a nice size to where they don't even actually have a nut in the middle yet. So once you peel it, it's just really delicious and sweet. I'm just going to try to peel one for you. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but let me see if I can manage it. Probably not. I should have peeled it before I start. Here we go. So this is what a lychee looks like inside. It kind of looks like a grape. It doesn't really taste like a grape. So how you do it is you peel that, and you can pop it in your mouth like this. But just for all intents and purposes, I will just pick it out with one hand and show you what it looks like. That's a lychee. When they mature, there's a big nut in the middle. That's what's called the lychee nut. And people dry those and eat those, or they dry them and use them in recipes and such. But I'm going to go ahead and bite this one in half. And you could see that there's no nut in it yet. So I like to pick them when they're this size, because I can eat it like a delicious snack, and they're really good cold. You can freeze them. Like I said, they're not fully mature. Usually by July, I would say mid-July, they're going to get a lot bigger. They'll probably get about probably about double the size. So they're really delicious. The flavor of them, if you've never had one, it's very citrusy. It almost reminds me of a combination of a grape with a mango flavor, but it's more of a refreshing texture than a mango. To me, is kind of, when it's ripe, it's kind of mushy. These are very crisp, like the meat inside is very crisp, so you get a really nice little crunchiness to it. It's really delicious. I'm going to be looking up some of the benefits for lychees. I know that these are called the gift from China to us, because this is primarily where these grow. And if you've ever been to China, they love their lychees. They even have lychee flavor soda and things of that nature. But there are actually a lot of health benefits to this fruit, so I'm going to try to look that up in another video. I think I'll make another video when they're more mature, so that we can go over what the nut looks like inside. And I'd also like to show you, excuse my nail polish, I've been gardening. I would also like to show you guys how you can start your own lychee tree. It is kind of a difficult tree to grow, just because it stays in an almost dormant state for about 2 years where it does not grow, and it actually stays that way when it's very small. So it's very susceptible to any wind damage or storms or anything like that. But I can definitely give you tips on how to grow this beautiful tree. You need to take into consideration also that it does get huge. I would say my tree right now is probably 60 feet high. They can get up to 100 feet, but it's a really beautiful tree. I always joke around with my husband, and I say it looks like the tree that I used to draw as a kid. You know, when you would draw a tree with a sun, you know, and hills and flowers and such, that perfect, like, bubbly tree. That's exactly what a lychee tree looks like. It's an absolutely gorgeous tree. I hang all of my orchids underneath of it because it's the perfect amount of shade for those. But I did just want to show you the beginning of these beautiful lychees and how delicious they are. And I really love them when they're this small, because I can just eat it like a delicious little snack. And I will check back with you guys in about a month for the lychee update, and I'll let you see how much bigger they've gotten, how much tastier they've gotten. Well, they would taste the same. And we'll go over those other things. And just so you can see, I just picked some mangoes also from my tree. These are a Hayden variety of mango, and that's a very sought after, delicious mango. These are ridiculously good. They are probably right now they're not completely ripe. I'll leave these out on the counter. When they start getting a little more purple, see this right here? That's a little bit of rot from the sap. When you pick these, it has like a white milky sap, which tends to drip down, and just, you know, from normal damage or from being picked. So, but you can completely cut that out and just go for the rest of it. But you do want to bring them in and wash them off really good before you put them on your counter, because they can have, you know, bugs from the outside and everything. I even usually hose them down outside first so I don't bring any critters in. But some people eat them green. Actually, a lot of people, especially down here in South Florida, like to put vinegar and some salt and pepper, and they almost pickle the mango when it's not quite ripe yet. I've had that. It's not my favorite. I prefer when it's completely ripe and like smushy almost, and I can't even cut one. This isn't even as big as they get, by the way. I've had much bigger. I can't even cut these in my kitchen without making a humongous mess. So it's a little update on my mangoes, a little update on the lychees, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.